Join me. Let us try this again. I just recorded an entire episode with my head chopped off. Here we are. I am going to show you what I'm about to do. I am going to be taking some of my dresses from high school, homecoming, prom. There is another local high school in my hometown that takes donations for these things. So I'm going to drop off a whole bag full today because I had no idea that I still had these. I thought when we moved into our house here that my parents had given all of my dance costumes, art projects, bless their soul, from like first grade, everything. And I thought we had it all. Turns out we did not. So my dad texted me recently and said, hey, I've got these dresses. Do you want them? And there were a couple surprises in there, like my Irish wig from dance. I had some requests to do some dance videos, so I probably will put my wig on and my shoes from Ireland and do a little dance, get my tap shoes out. I've put some of these on my social media, so I think we're gonna bring that back. But I really thought I had everything. Turns out I didn't. I had these dresses. So my dad dropped off a big box. So I thought, because I had another request to talk about advice that I would give to 17-year-old Emily. So I'm gonna talk about that while we go back to 17-year-old Emily with some of these dresses. And I don't have my microphone today. I am testing this to see how it sounds. So please don't be too mean. Comment below if it's okay. The problem is the microphone that we have only fits in my hubby Joe's phone, but I don't want to be at the mercy to only record when he's around. So we're trying this today, which is why my head was chopped off in the first one, because I had the camera too close, because I was nervous about my voice, and then, you just couldn't see my head. It looked a little funny. So let's begin. First, this was I think it was my senior year homecoming. So just a nice traditional black, white. Can you see the little rufflies? Kind of fun. Front cuts down a little lower in the back. Just wait, I got some fun back things to show you. So first piece of advice that I would tell 17-year-old Emily is that you cannot earn your worth. I wish I would have known this stronghold that I just uncovered in Journey group at church, group of my ladies. My stronghold is that I can earn my worth, and by golly will I prove it. Then the consequence is there's no peace and there's no rest. And so all over my life I'm seeing this, and I wish I could have told younger Emily how beautifully, wonderfully, uniquely, on purpose she was made by a big God who loves her so much. I believed in God, but I didn't have relationship with God like I do now. And so I'm having to undo all of these mechanisms of proving my worth. And I wish at 17 years old I would have known that, because how different maybe life would have looked now. This was another little homecoming. I actually think I wore it strapless. I think I tucked these in, but a cute little black dress, and I wore red heels. Second piece of advice that I would tell 17-year-old Emily is to keep that free feeling. Like when you get your license when you're 16 and you're so excited to drive yourself to school, drive yourself to your boyfriend's house, drive yourself to your friend's house. Like it just feels like you can do those things because you've got your license, you've got your car. Where I think sometimes as adults we lose that. Like you feel like you need to have that permission to do things, or you don't. Yes, there are some things when you go to the grocery store, you still have to pay for your groceries. Like you got to do those things, okay? But the license to be free to choose others, for example, me starting this vlog, I didn't ask for permission from anyone. In fact, the hardest piece to get over was right here, to give myself permission to just do something different and not know what the outcome is going to be, but to just trust and to use that freedom. Stay true to that. That's what I would tell a younger version of me. Always got to have a little sip break. People have asked, why do I always drink things warm? This is just my non-toxic electrolyte mix that I have. Because truth be told, it is so dang good. And if it were cold, it's like Slam Fest. It's gone in 5 minutes. Ask my husband. He's had to witness it a few times. This was senior year prom. I felt like a bride in this, if I'm being honest. So it sat up on my shoulders. We got husband was so shocked to see like pads and a bra sewn in here. Yes, guys, we do that because this is all open. So it like cut down almost to my butt. But it was fun to just have this little like, white, long, some gold heels. They had a little peep toe and I still wear them. Her dream to adopt is still true. I would tell her to hold on to those dreams that she has. It's not normal, but it's so true to what your heart desires. There are moments where I've had this, I want to give birth, the path of just adoption, because it's been choice so far. I have no idea if infertility is part of our story. I have always wanted to adopt. What I would tell 17-year-old Emily, any of these little dreams, I shouldn't even say little, they're not little. They are the big things and they're the things that matter. And now here I am married and we're in the adoption process. So I wish that that little girl would have known that that was something that was gonna stick. And I believe it will, I know it will. And if not, I trust God. Every day I kneel and I ask my hands to open so that I can hear more of his plan. That would mean I'd have to stop talking, just listening. Junior year then, and it was the first dress that I tried out. We went to the mall for a little bit because he had to see if there were other options. And I did end up coming back and getting this one, same day. So we got the little pads hooked up, bra sewn in there. I had a lady that worked out of her home, sweetest little thing, that I would drop it off. She always did all of my alterations and sewed my bras in. She just cut off the straps of a regular one and put them right on in there with little jewels. And then the back is the fun part. Can you see how it's all cut out? I love the teal, which teal is my favorite color, which is why it's part of my logo for Wholehearted Health with Emily now. Long, you feel beautiful. It's so fun to get all dressed up. And I remember my aunt curled my hair, braided, and then we put it in a side bun, like down below here. Just felt so pretty and dainty. Final piece of advice that I would give to 17-year-old Emily. Achievement. Like checking the boxes. I was a 4.0 student in school. College for sure. High school, I think I was close. But like a B would just wreck me. I wanted to have A's. I wanted to excel in everything that I was doing. And worldly success and achievement is so different than fulfillment. 32-year-old Emily still needs that reminder that worldly success and achievement can only get you so far. Like, have you ever achieved something and then you got there and then you were already looking to the next thing? Yeah, I struggle with that. I really struggle. And to just be able to like celebrate something good that happened. My business coach has to remind me and say, what are you doing to celebrate tonight? And I'm like, jumping jacks? I don't know. Like, I can't even sit and rest in that. I struggle with that. So if you're somebody that also struggles with achievement and perfectionism and success, there is so much more that God has for us when we can actually be still, enjoy it, and be present instead of looking to the next thing all the time. Especially in high school, it was, okay, then you're gonna go to college, you're gonna get a degree, and you're gonna work. And I went to school for social work. Yes, people skills that I get to use all the time, but I'm not even using that. What you think, what you feel, all of those things that are happening as your younger self, they might stay true, but I think the biggest thing to remember is to walk in the Lord's footsteps and not our own. It feels so much easier. And to just know, I wish I could have told younger Emily that there's a God that loves you so much and wants relationship with you. Like is literally there with open arms to take all of these burdens off of your shoulders and just show you the way and show you what love really feels like. I knew God, I believed in God, but I didn't know and have relationship with God and give my life to Jesus like now as an adult I have. And I wish I could have grown up differently with that. There you go. Advice.